Good morning, I'm Brittany and this is Chef Julie, and today we're coming to you from our patio at Festival Foods to talk about another great grilling recipe. So Julie, what are we starting off with today?
You know, we're actually going to start with talking about the side dish, which are grilled potatoes.
Ooh, okay.
Everybody loves making potatoes in the foil packet.
Yes.
We've all done it before, so it's the standard recipe where we quarter our potatoes.
Okay, and are they red potatoes or?
Yes,
okay.
They're red potatoes. You can use whatever kind, if you like Yukons or if you love the russet potatoes, but they're actually on the grill right now. So they've been cooking for about 25 or 30 minutes. And I like to, when I make them, I like to put two sheets of foil.
Okay.
So that, it doesn't get pierced or anything like that.
Okay.
And then I use either olive oil or butter, a little bit of salt and pepper. You could put garlic in there, herbs, whatever you want.
And mix it all up and seal the packet?
Exactly, and then we just throw it on the grill.
How long is it on the grill for?
About 25 to 30 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
So I started with that because the other stuff we're gonna make doesn't take that long. So we wanna kind of use our time wisely, right?
Right. So I see we have some salmon here, and I like to call this slammin' salmon. So those of you watching at home can use that. You can go ahead and steal that.
We'll call this Brittany's Salmon recipe.
What is it actually called, Julie?
So this is Cedar plank mustard salmon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just have salmon fillets.
Okay.
And we just put a little bit of salt and pepper on there, and there's a little on there already, but I'm just gonna give it just a little bit more.
Okay.
And then all we do is brush some Dijon mustard.
Yummy.
And another way I like to do this, you can use just mustard. Most people have this at home. But I also like to mix the mustard with maple syrup sometimes. If you want like a little sweetness in there. So we just give it a nice little brush of that.
Okay.
And then it actually goes right on the grill. So it's that simple.
Okay.
But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about the cedar plank, because that's kind of like the coolest thing about this recipe. I mean, salmon's cool, but...
Yeah, so what's special about the cedar plank?
So the cedar plank, everyone knows that has that like distinct aroma.
Okay, yes.
So it's going to give that food, whatever you put on there, that flavor.
Nice.
So I love using it. It's perfect for the grill. You can also use it in the oven, so if you're really craving it like in the wintertime, you can still use it. But the trick to it is that you do want to soak the cedar plank in water.
Okay.
For at least 30 minutes, sometimes longer, depending on where you get the cedar plank and what the directions say.
Okay.
But we do sell these in our meat department at Festival.
Wonderful.
So, which is pretty cool. And this one actually has the directions written right on it. So
love it.
It's foolproof, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna put that on there.
Okay. And I do want to point out that salmon had the skin removed.
Yes, so when you buy it, it usually has the skin on the bottom. And if you don't like that, you don't want it, some people love it, but if you don't want it, then they'll actually remove it for you at the store. So when you go and buy it at the meat counter, you can just ask them to remove the skin.
Love it. Well,
Again,
we actually,
foolproof.
Yes, well, we actually have some of the finished product right here.
Look at that.
Looks beautiful.
Yes.
And you can tell when the salmon's done because it should flake easily with a fork.
Yeah, if you just push down on a little bit, you can tell that it kind of pulls apart just a little bit.
Yes.
But you don't want to overdo it because then it gets really tough and kind of chewy. So you want to watch it pretty carefully, but it should take about 18 minutes on the grill.
Right.
Right around there. And medium high. So you can see we have our potatoes done too.
Yes.
Which are delicious.
I'm excited to dig in. And salmon is like a staple food at my house, so this is just a great way to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yes, exactly. I mean, there's lots of different recipes, ways you can use it. I like to make salmon burgers, etc. But this is one of my favorites because, again, minimal ingredients, super easy prep work, and then we get that cedar flavor.
Yes.
Now, there are a couple things that we can't forget. So we all typically love lemon on fish. So this goes great with the mustard. So if you just want to take a little salmon or a little lemon and put it on your salmon. And then if you like dill, I love fresh dill. This is baby dill. And if you just, pick a few little fronds, I guess you call them, off from there and put them on your salmon.
And we have this in our produce department, correct?
Yes, we do. Yep, we have them in little containers right in the produce aisle. So I think we should give it a try. What do you think?
I think so too. I'm going to try to get a little bite of potato in there as well.
Yes, and I think, one of the reasons why salmon's a staple in my kitchen is because it's so good for you.
Oh yeah, those heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids are naturally found in salmon.
And oh my gosh, it's so good.
Perfectly cooked.
Perfectly cooked, and you can really taste the cedar. Delicious, and I love the dill and the lemon. It just brings it all together.
Yeah, that flavor really came through. Well, for this salmon recipe and more great grill out recipes, visit our blog at blog.bestfoods.com.
See everybody later.